Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of my wonderful and beautiful and delicious little beans out there. Now then, I hope that you're all super duper well wherever you are in the world and that life is treating you oh so deliciously. Now then, let's just put a little bit of light on the subject. So 3, 2, 1, there we go. With my juicy little light, you all know me by now. And good morning, good afternoon, good evening to my beautiful and wonderful and delicious little subscribers. How I love you all so, okay? Now then, this is just going to be a quick video before I start my quick reads today, okay? Now, there's a few things that I'd like to talk about. And just to let you know, everybody, yes, the sun is shining in the UK. The sun has got his hat on. Hip, 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 hooray. Okay, but it is very windy and it is not very warm. Okay, now yesterday it was windy all day. Okay, so, and the day before, well, apparently we were supposed to have rain and, well, it never rained. So, well, what can you say there? Do you see what I mean? So, anyway, so I thought I'd just let you know, my little beautifuls, okay? And, you know, if you do happen to enjoy the video, you know, you do find it interesting, then please could you click on the like button and subscribe if you have not already, okay? You can also find me on YouTube under Mia Tarot Virgo, okay? So it's all right, I just have to be doing something. I find it very difficult, you know, just to sit still, okay? Sometimes. Right, now then, can I just please say to you, I'd like you to, if you could please go onto YouTube, because you know that I do like to give out information, okay? Not YouTube, sorry, do forgive me. Well, actually, you can find him on YouTube, but he'll be under something else. I think it's, I think that what he would be under would be, it's called in the, you know, the box below where you subscribe, it's called Inspired. I'm pretty sure it's Inspired. Anyway, but if you could please, you know, if you just please like to take the time, okay? And if you could please go on to BitChute, okay? Now, you know, I mean, it is brilliant, you know, because you can look at videos that you would not, you know, be able to find, you know, on YouTube, if you know what I mean, okay? So, and this gentleman, now, I've been following him for a while now, right? And I must say, he's a lovely gentleman. And his name is Max Igan, okay? So it's Max, okay? Then a space bar, and then it's, you know, Igan, okay? I-G-A-N, okay? So Maxigan, okay? And what it should read as, yes, is, do you want to change the world? And then in brackets, 23rd of the 6th, 2022. Now, if you want to make it easier for you, you know, for yourself, you know, if you just, you know, go on Google, you know, or DuckDuckGo, and then if you just type in, you know, BitChute, Profit, Sean Weavers, okay, because he was the one who uploaded, sorry, let's rewind and start again. He's the one who uploaded the Maxigan video, okay? Now, this is a very, very, very interesting video. Do you see what I mean? Well, anyway, all of Maxigan's videos are interesting. You know, I personally think he's a lovely gentleman. That's just me. I mean, not to fancy. I don't mean it like that. I mean that his videos are, you know, very interesting. Do you know what I mean? But this one in particular. Now, I'm not going to say anything more about that because, you know, because the last part of his video is very interesting indeed. Okay, so I'm not going to say it on here because, you know, you're just going to get a mixture of views and, you know, for whoever is kind enough to stumble across me, okay? So everybody's going to have different views here, but you have to please watch the video and thank you to understand it. Do you see what I mean? Okay, so that's number one. Now, number two, well, it seems that, well, actually, okay, because I have got a number of things, right, okay, because this is what I'm like, see, I get something into my head and I'll say to myself, right, you know what, I'm going to do a video, okay, because I'm never here to upset or offend anybody, do you understand what I mean, okay, but I'm just having a discussion, do you know what I mean, I'm just having a conversation, okay, and I feel that I have every right to have a conversation, do you see what I mean? So what I'd like to say is that, well, a dear lady in the UK, in my neck of the woods, okay, not exactly in my neck of the woods, but, you know, in the UK, okay, well, she's been paid out 120 grand compensation. You know, I remember when I did a video a while back, actually, it will be somewhere, okay, it just takes forever to find, okay, and I did mention about the gov.co.uk, whatever it was, yes, and I did mention about this a while back, do you see what I mean, because not everybody was aware of it. Now, some would be aware of it, yes they would, but for others they would not. You see, that's why I did the video in the first place, you see, do you know what I mean? So yes, but for that poor dear lady, okay, well, you know, she does not have her fiance anymore, does she? God bless her. Do you see? Young gentleman, wasn't he? Now, it appears that there's two other gentlemen who I know, okay, you know, both in loving relationships, you know, with their, boyfriends, sorry, do forgive me, sorry, with their girlfriends, sorry, okay, sorry about that, and, well, both of them are suffering bad backs, and they're young. Do you see what I mean? Jab. Do you get that? So, and apparently this bad back comes out of nowhere. Look at that. Do you see? So, oh, and one other thing, see, because I do forget things, as you know, right? When you know, if you're kind enough to please go on to BitChute and have a look at Maxigan, okay, under Prophet Sean Weavers. If you scroll down, on his, his videos, okay, you'll see something else. Do you see what I mean? So this is just sort of letting you know, really. Do you know what I mean? Okay, well, there's just things that I just so happen to stumble across. Do you see? So then, so changing the subject now. So, I mean, God bless that beautiful dear lady, you know. Do you know what I mean? But of course, you know, there is going to be a lot more, isn't there? You know, like I've done previous videos, you know, I tried my best to, you know, to advise. I really, really did, you know. Do you know what I mean? But now we're seeing, aren't we? Because you see, there's an old-fashioned saying, isn't there, really? You know, the proof is always in the pudding, isn't it? So now we're seeing it now, aren't we? Now, all I've been hearing for the past 2 days is sirens, and more sirens. Do you see? So, like I said before, and I'm saying it again, I do not know everything. No, I do not. But I do believe that my brain knows enough that the situation is clearly getting worse before it ever gets better. Do you see what I mean? So I just thought I'd point that out. Now then, I had a look at changing the subject. You know, Tony Blair, who used to be the Prime Minister in the UK. You know, I never could stand him, you know. Putrid. And, you know, I get along with many. Do you see what I mean? But there's certain ones that my spirit just doesn't take to. But I happened to see like a video where he had to admit about the war. You know, he had to admit it. Do you see what I mean? And see how it went dark? It's like a dark moment for him, wasn't it? Do you see what I mean? It's almost you could hear, you know, in his voice. Do you know what I mean? You could hear it in his voice. You know, when somebody has to admit something. Do you see what I mean? And you know, I watched it. It was only very short, but I watched it and I thought, you putrid little creature. Do you see what I mean? What do you say when places are bombed? Families. Do you know what I mean? Man and woman's homes, everything just gone like that. Now all of a sudden coming out with it and turning round and saying that it was all a mistake. And look at that, how that comes out with the war, what's going on. Do you see what I mean? Do you see what I mean? And then I seen another speech that, you know, our twat Boris Johnson in the UK. Oh, he's not in the UK, is he? Where was he? Rwanda? Seems to get about, doesn't he? The old flying business, you know. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, it seems to be one rule for one and one rule for another, because it's like the airports, it's like everything, it's like they're just wanting to make everybody's life a living hell. Do you see what I mean? That, you know, to make it so difficult, you know, for families or couples, or even, you know, a single man or woman to travel. So, do you see what I mean? And then, of course, you've got the trains. You've got the trains in the, you know, in the UK, you know, that's going on as well. Do you see what I'm saying to you? It's like they're trying to do everything in their power to mess up everybody's lives. That's what they're doing. It's deliberate. But we all know where it's coming from, don't we? Do you see what I mean? So anyway, I just like to have my say, as you know, you are used to me by now, my beautiful and delicious little babies out there that you are. And thank you for even taking the time to watch my video, for those of you out there, okay? But I am having my opinion. And when I watched this flipping Boris Twat Johnson, you know, I was really disgusted, you know, because he came out with a word. Well, actually, somebody had asked him a question. You know, one of the journalists had asked him a question, and it begins with a G and it ends with an E. And you see your man there, old-fashioned Jamaican, saying, you know, that Boris Twat Johnson, it's like he just never had no skin on his face. You know, you can get, it's just something that's just came into my mind. You know, when you get snakes, you can get venomous snakes, and then you can get snakes where they do not harm you. But here's the thing about snakes. They can both flip and squeeze you to death, whether they're venomous or not. Do you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, I mean, he clearly has a thick skin, doesn't he? Yes. Do you see what I mean? But I was just disgusted, you know, how he can just stand there. And again, like I said, he's here, there and everywhere, apart from where he blooming well should be, which is back here in the UK, sorting all this blooming mess out. But he's not, is he? Do you see what I mean? That's what I have to say about it all. You know, I just feel that it's all just so putrid, so flipping wicked and so flipping corrupt, everything. Do you know what I mean? I really, really do, you know. And on a final note, because I do not want to talk about him anymore, because you know the reason why, he just gets on my flipping nerves, but I just wanted to mention it, do you know what I mean? But like I said before, and I'm saying it again, you know, the heat is flipping rising. Yes, I'm telling you. Do you see what I mean? So, I'd say, well, I'm not going to say anything more about that. But finally, they seem to bring it up because the way I see it, right, okay? Now, I do make some videos where I do, voice my opinion, which I feel that I've got every right to voice my opinion. Do you know what I mean? But, see how it's gone lighter. But here's the thing. There seems to be so many distractions at the moment, doesn't there? Do you see what I mean? Is this doing this, that doing that? Do you see what I mean? And now they're on about terminations, abortions again. So now we're back to this again, aren't we? Remember what I just said to you on other videos? Circle, circle, circle. Do you see what I mean? This is a game that they're at. And yet even to this day, you've still got man and woman out there still watching a box in the corner of the room, not doing any research whatsoever, not wanting to learn anything. Do you see what I'm saying to you? It's rather disturbing. Then you got others out there, where they'd rather just sit and watch a film. But when you ask them a simple question, simple things, you just ask them one question and you just say, if you got a little bit of time to do a bit of research, no, I cannot be doing that. No, because I'm going to be watching this film later. I'm not saying it's about everybody, so before anybody, I'm saying it about some. Okay, they're not getting it, are they? They're just not getting it. And another thing I want to say as well. So, anyways, going back to the terminations, abortions. Well, actually, it's very close to my heart. That is. Right, and there's a number of reasons why. Do you understand what I mean? Because I've been a reader for years and years. Do you see what I mean? So, anyway, I'm not going to go any more into that. What I'm saying to you is that, this is a very, very, very delicate subject. So no doubt there'll be more flipping protests and everything going on. Yes, there will. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Because that's what they want to do. It's constant. It's like I said on my other videos before. I said, previously I said there's just no let up. They just keep going and going and going. Do you know what I mean? Now, you could have a dear lady out there, and nobody knows. And I'm going to say it, and this needs talking about. It needs to be discussed because, you could have a lady out there, right? And, she may say to herself, do you know what I mean? Just getting on with her life the best way she can. Do you see what I mean? And then what happens is that every so often, all this gets dragged back up again, doesn't it? So what's that going to do? That's going to mess with not only a woman's mind, but a man's mind as well, because it's all to do with the situations. Everybody's situation is different. And I've always said this, anybody I talk about should not be so, and I'm not on about everybody, by the way, my little lovelies, right? But everybody should not be so quick to flipping judge because nobody knows somebody else's situation. No, they do not. So yes, that has irritated me as well, and I'm going to be honest with you now. Do you know what I mean? It really, really, really has. And then finally, what I want to talk about is this business with barbecue crickets. I mean, please do not get me wrong. I've known about this for a very long time. Do you see what I'm saying about this old flipping insect business? Do you understand what I mean? I've known about for a very long time. Do you see what I mean? And then you even had programs like, I'm a Celebrity and all that on the TV. Do you see what I'm saying? Like they were prepping, if you get me. Do you see what I mean? For years. Do you see what I'm saying to you? So you can see how it was rocking and rolling. And if you look all over, YouTube and different places, you see everything is all crickets, everything is this, everything is that. Do you see what I mean? Well, I'm saying it now. And dear God, Jesus Christ, Nazareth, our dear Creator, loves the truth. let me tell you, I'm not eating no insects. I'm telling you that now. And I'm telling everybody straight, not a chance. No, sir, not me. Do you know what I mean? So you see where they're steering it. You know, and then you've got ones out there. I'm not illiterate, I'm not thick, I'm not brain dead. But I'm finding it, and I've got to be honest with you, I usually always live and, I really do, sorry, I live and let live, but let me tell you, I cannot understand, which I really find this hard to all understand, the mentality. I really, really, really do. Do you know what I mean? If somebody come to me and said, I'm telling you now, not a chance. Not a chance. Do you know what I mean? But this is what they're doing. And then you're going to get ones out there go, oh yes, get to the vending machine. Do you know what I mean? Oh, let's get some barbecue crickets. Flipping bonkers. The whole lot is crazy, bonkers, silly, and I do not like this word, blooming stupid. That's what it flipping well is. I'm telling you. So it's always one thing after the other, isn't it? But the fact of the matter is, like I said before, and I say it again, we need to stick together as one, and we just need to say no. N-O spells no. Do you know what I mean? It's game over. Because what have they got left? They got nothing. Do you see what I mean? And, if there were so many in the world, right, I've got this to say as well, if there was so many in the world, the way that they are claiming them, yes, and they're little flipping lackeys, right, all over the world, because that's what they are, they're flipping lackeys, right, doing others' dirty work. Do you know what I mean? Well, like I always say, everybody has to repent. My point to the matter is this, right, is that at the end of the day, the fact is, if it was so full the way that they're saying it, well, wouldn't we all be treading over each other? Wouldn't we all be climbing over each other? No, I'll tell you what this is all about. And I've said it, I've been saying it for blooming years. What this is all about, see, is that there are more of us than there are of them. So, and this is what this is all about. Do you see what I'm saying to you? And then you got this so-called Prince Charles, right? And he rambles on about this and rambles on about that, but he doesn't talk about the matters in hand, does he? So they're all part of the same flipping club, aren't they? Yes, they are. Do you see what I mean? But like I say, what I'm highly delighted about, and I am highly delighted about it, is that there are a lot more who have woken up. Do you know what I mean? So for that, thank you, dear God, Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Do you see what I mean? But for the others, they need to start listening. Do you see what I'm saying? And that's not to be nasty. They really, 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 they need to start listening here. Because at the end of the day, otherwise, no way back. I do not mean that in literal terms, by the way. Do you understand what I mean? But there's no way back for them. And then even now, and I'm just going to say one last thing, and then that's it, and then I've had my moan. I've said what I've got to say, but please have a look at Maxigan, because he is a lovely gentleman, and you'll find this video very interesting, okay, especially towards the end. Anyway, you're still seeing it now. They're wearing masks. I'm going on about this again, you old flipping muzzle. They're wearing it in cars. The whole lot is crazy and bonkers. The whole lot's crackers, Do you know what I mean? See? Flipping crackers. And all we do is try to help. I popped to the shops this morning and I seen a gentleman in there, you know, and I happened to be talking to the lady behind the counter, and I said, yes, about these crickets business, you know, barbecue. And he looked at me and he went, what? I said, yes. I said, I've known about it for years. I said, and what they're wanting? I said, it's for us to be eating it. He went, no way. Do you see what I'm saying to you? But of course, I said, which I did, I said, but you see, I said, and I advised him what sites to go on so he could learn. And that's not being, you know, I'm not patronising, I'm not being rude when I say that or disrespectful. Do you know what I mean? God loves the truth. Do you know what I mean? So he just gave somebody food for thought. Do you see what I'm saying to you? And this what's, you know, needs to be happening more and more and more. But you've just got some out there, dear God, Jesus Christ of Nazareth, our dear Creator, where they're just, honestly, it doesn't matter what you say to them. They're just not willing to listen to a word that you're saying. It's crazy. You got others walking around like a flipping blank canvas. There's just no expression at all. You can see it in their eyes. You know, and anyway, something else that Maxigan, what he, part of his video, and I just must say this now, you'd need to look on DuckDuckGo for this, okay? Now, I already researched this, okay, a few years back, okay? But something just came into my mind to do so. But there's a certain part of the video, okay, but I would go on DuckDuckGo to investigate further. Okay, so all I'm going to say here, just a little clue, half and half. Okay, that's all I'm saying, so you'll know which part of the video that is, my little beautifuls, okay? So what I've done is I've had my loan. Now, if anybody does happen to stumble across me, if you're kind enough and you do find the video interesting, then please, I'm just going to ask once again, please, if you could click on the like button, and thank you. I mean, there may be others out there who are not interested in my video at all. Well, you know, as I always say, it's an old-fashioned saying, it's horses for courses. Do you know what I mean? One glove does not fit all. Do you see what I'm saying to you? So I understand that, you know. But I will just keep going. And I will keep going. And I will keep discussing. And I will keep voicing my opinion. Do you know what I mean? Because it needs doing. And yes, I know that I did really, I should have done 2 sites, really. I should have had separate one for readings and another one, you know, to have discussions like this. But I'm going to be honest with you, I'm just going to leave it the way it is, right? So, you know, others will, you know, kindly look at what they will, okay? But my whole intention is not to upset or offend anybody. I am just pointing things out. Do you see what I mean? And that, you know, I mean, even though we've got more and more and more who have woken up, you know what I mean? The fact is, you know, we still need more, but this is the road, basically. It's going down, isn't it? And of course, them, right, and their lackeys have had decades and decades planning all of this. Do you see? Yes. Do you see? So on that note, my little lovelies, I'm going to close my book now. That's all I wanted to say, really. So it just goes on and on and on, doesn't it? Do you know? You know. It's just one thing after another. It's just while they can do what they, you know, want to continue doing. Do you see what I'm saying to you? That's what the crack is here. And there are many who know all about that. Do you see what I mean? But there, of course, are many who do not know. And it is very sad. It is really, really, really sad. But at the same time, when you keep explaining, okay, and the message is not getting through, well, and I've got to be honest, it's not very often that I say anything now. No, it isn't. I may say something the odd time, but no. You know, because I've got to be honest with you, and I do not mean it nastily when I say it. I would help anybody, I would do anything for anybody, but you know what? I'm not willing to keep wasting my positive energy on those who do not want to listen. No, I am not. Okay, so you can only say so much. Do you see what I'm saying to you? You can only say so much. Okay, so on that note, my little beautifuls, but I mean, I do keep trying, you know, and I do have the odd discussions, you know what I mean? And some listen, and sadly, some do not. You know what I mean? But a lot of it anyway is fear. It's all fear. Do you see what I mean? They're frightened, you know, they're scared, and, you know, I do get that. But the other side is they're just not willing to even research or to do anything. So to me, that's rather disturbing to know. Do you understand what I mean? Anyway, on that note, much love. Thank you for listening. God bless. Until my next video. Lights are coming off now till I start my quick reads. Have a beautiful day, morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world, my little beautifuls. Take care. God bless.